The first, it's good from long range. He has 7.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Matthews passes to Connaughton. Back to Matthews. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And George, here we go. Plays it up and banks it in.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything.
Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Hart still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Here's George. Takes it inside. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Not a fan of those kinds of passes.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be right back after this. And a hard-charging attacking style for Giannis. He knows he'll absorb some contact along the way.
There's going to be a lot of teams that's going to come out and try to be physical with me.
And such a fierce competitor. But Giannis knows he can't afford to get into altercations with opponents.
No, too important to his team. Sometimes toughness is about keeping your composure even after the tough hits.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Philadelphia.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
So with Harden on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. We've got George Hill, also Carter out there, Darius Miller out there with Ibaka, and it's Nora in at the 4 spot. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
Certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. Mora can't get it to go. The 76ers leading by 19. As we look ahead to the playoffs, Brent, what surprised you in your first postseason appearance going back to 1997?
I think the details, Kevin, really are the most incredible part of playoff basketball is how deep and how good you assess what it is the other team is bringing to the table. Their playbook then becomes something that you know quite well. You understand the matchups and the tendencies of your matchup, and that kind of level of detail is just incredibly impressive.
Jackson looking around. The trade. Offensive rebound. Makes it off the glass. Mitchell's got 8.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Timeout called. The Bucks. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Hill with it. Out guarded by Giannis. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Knocks it loose. Philadelphia with the ball. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Philadelphia. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And it's sent back by Mitchell. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And there's the pass to Hill. Trying to end the drought.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Jackson, that's good.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
Carter with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Carter against Giannis. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Mora can't get it to go.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Hill, no good.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. Here's Lopez. Softly drops in the floater. Lopez has got 5.
And with those points, he puts it.
Oh, that was something else.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Jackson. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the 76ers call time here.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Free throw, good. Matthews. And we've heard some talk, Greg, about the possibility of NBA expansion. What do you think about that?
Kevin, I think it would be great for the league. I mean, I played in Seattle for a season, and I know they would love to have a team back in the great Northwest.
Lopez.
Well, Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
The 76ers leading by 22. LeBron kicks to Porzingis. Over Reed. Again, Philadelphia.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
Again, Philadelphia.
They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Pass to Connaughton for 3. That one's not going to go. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Milwaukee's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul.
His turnovers haven't helped their cause. It's almost as if he's playing for the other team.
Curry looking it over. Porzingis, that's a 2. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Now the 76ers with it. They're on an 18-5 run here. And there it is for him.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Here is Harden. 35 points for him last game against Memphis.
Yeah, but there's always this point you got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
A wide open look here for Porzingis from outside off the mark. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up a quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Bud, what are you looking to clean up in the second half?
I don't think our offense is really moving the way we wanted to, getting up and down the court at a pace. And, we got to make a few more open shots, but I think we can be a lot.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Right out of the gate, it was Philly setting the tone. A smoldering performance for them early as they shut down everything defensively and were clicking on offense, going 10-0 to start. And they were rolling in that first quarter, up by 15 at the end of it. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Their effort on the glass, absolutely key to setting the tone. They wanted to send a message with their physicality, and they wanted to dominate on both ends. A really terrific performance thus far.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
They're not shooting it.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A fantastic game from the kid in this one.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the 76ers. Zach LaVine is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Jason Tatum. And there's Porzingis. And it's James in at the 4 slot.
And something we've seen the last few years, boxing ones thrown at Curry, although they've had mixed success. They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. And there's a reason LaVine was a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And amazing to even consider using a boxing one in the NBA. Isn't it great? But Curry does that with his offense to the teams that defend him.
Kevin, I agree. And it did work well in the 2019 finals. Curry has started to adjust to that look. Much harder to use when Curry has other options on offense.
You can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Harden can't hit.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Great open look there. LeBron's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Lopez finds Matthews. Harden with it, guarded by Curry. It's Harden with the drive. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
Here's Curry. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Curry's got 11 here in this quarter alone. For Milwaukee, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Harden outside. Pass to Lopez to stop the run. That shot missing. Nice D from Porzingis. Back to Levine. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
James against Lopez. Here's Reed, and they convert it last on attempt number 3. Reed's got his second bucket of the game to go. Curry against Harden. Pulls up. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Here's Matthews. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
The Bucks shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Curry outside. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And how about the performance we're seeing from him? Not one miss on the day.
The Bucks have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. The kick out to Matthews. Miller outside. And again, the Bucks miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Curry's shot is off. Milwaukee has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Miller surveying the floor. They double him with James. Here's Nwora. Guarded by Levine. Nwora can't get it to go. Philadelphia's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing with more coaches, trainers, and specialists, so general managers have more to manage than ever. Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you. Here's Porzingis. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Porzingis with the block.
You can see Porzingis taking some pride right now on the defensive end of the floor, taking care of the shooter with his long wingspan that time.
Carter against Curry. To the inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Carter. It doesn't go for him. Good D by James. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And Porzingis, we go. And the dunk by Porzingis.
How about Kristaps taking a little something out on that rim?
Milwaukee with the ball. $19 seconds left in the third. Here's Nwora, covered by LeBron. Shot clock at 6. Here's Nwora. They get it again, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Philadelphia 76ers, and he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three-point shooting. Knocked down 4 from distance in that quarter alone. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So with Harden on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. We've got Antetokounmpo. Miller is out there with Hill. And it's Tucker in at the shooting guard. But deep three from Porzingis. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Driving the lane. Wants to get it to Tatum and does. And Tatum stays with it. Tatum's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the 76ers.
At 7-3, Porzingis with no trouble seeing over the defense. Excellent pass and a very unselfish play.
Now here is Hill. Inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
And the Bucks making a change here. Vildoza's checked in. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Timeout called the 76ers. Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Philadelphia's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Jackson against Hill. To the paint. Here's Mitchell. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Hill. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And the veteran marksman, George Hill, can still fire it from outside, can't he, Brent?
Yeah, he's still a guy that understands the game. He has so much experience. He's still capable of knocking down big shots, and coaches still have confidence in him to be out on the floor and make the right play. And the athleticism that George Hill can bring to the point guard position makes him impressive. He does it so well on both ends, especially when he's engaged.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Nora. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
George Hill recognizing when his man was open, an effective pass that time.
Here's Mitchell. Look at that.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. And so Hill will bring it up for the Bucks. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And he comes up with the deuce.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Jackson against Hill. Pass to Nora. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Mitchell with the drive. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Jackson. Mitchell. And Mitchell is right there. Mitchell's got 20 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here now, Vildoza. Defended by George. Vildoza, the pass to Tucker. There's the pass to Giannis. Going inside. Outside for Jackson. Buries the long-range jumper. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
There's the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot's good.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And it's good for... Two. And that's now 6 points for Paul George.
Paul George is such a great scorer. He can stay in control even at full speed.
Back to Antetokounmpo. And with the 2020 class, we saw your teammate Tim Duncan get inducted into basketball's Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I loved hearing some of the stories that other players and coaches and competitors had around going up against Tim, and the reverence, the respect, that they could never rattle him. It's so cool to hear those stories from the outside, having been a player so fortunate to be on the inside and understand what made him tick, what made him great, and just how special he was as a leader for so long for that Spurs organization.
Darius Miller, he's checked in for the Bucks. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth. Now, here's Tucker, guarded by Jackson. Clock at 6. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Philadelphia.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And now racking up there, I can't believe I'm saying it, 71st victory of the season. Wow. Not something that happens often. What a ride it's been for this team.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn it. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was.
For the kid.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
Giannis dishes to Mitchell. Over Miller. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by Antetokounmpo.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
So it's the 76ers winning this one.
Thanks very much, Giannis. Huge win against one of the league's top teams. What was the key?
I think mentally we were ready for this game. Once the game started, I think we did a great job setting the tone. And we wanted to protect home, but we just won this game.
And it showed on the floor, man. Congratulations. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldrich, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our...
Yeah. Whoa. Make you a million and make you 100 more. Boy. Real. Boy. Staring at fate. I'm in the lead and I'm breaking away. Doing me now, but I'm making a wait. I'm at the table, 1,000 a plate. How you gonna tell me this isn't a date? I'm down the street from the Denzel estate. Right around the corner from Babyface. Now my dog Babyface, around me, no Babyface. I don't give about playing it safe. Surveillance the way that they running my tape. Got in the craze like the OB2K. Chaos whenever I touch down, no breaks. Me and HB is an instant slapper, instant plaque, a system crash. I pitched it black and wrist the max. And anything less, I can't live with that. Hunger for more and I still got the craving. What you know about when the walls get the cave? And what you know about staying silent and patient and working out kings before kings work their way in. Don't even believe what you say when you say it. More focus on making it than making statements. Everybody around me elevated. Yeah, I'm guessing the vibe is contagious. Let's go. Staring at fate. I'm in the lead and I'm breaking away. Go.
Close again. First set.